What's going on? It's the RapNerd, and I just wanted to make a video talking about bootleg physical media, bootleg Blu-rays, 4Ks. I saw a few videos in like the past week, just kind of giving their opinions about bootleg markets, and I just want to give my take on what I think about bootlegs. And I'm gonna say on rip that I buy bootlegs. I'm not gonna front. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I've shared my bootlegs online. You know what I mean? Like I even found somebody who create slipcases to go with those movies because I am a slipcase guy. So I'm with it. The reason why I am with it, again, it's kind of gonna touch on the people who say why you shouldn't. And the first thing I'm seeing is like, you know, the integrity to the artist. Like, this is slighting the artist, and the people involved, they're not getting mentioned or paid off of that. That's true, and I understand that. But what I will say is I always support whatever the film is officially first. So like, for instance, Barbarian, I saw that in theaters. As you see, I have a YouTube channel. I bigged up the hell out of that movie and expressed my love for it, right? And I talk about that movie all the time. I think it's one of the best films of 2022. Hell, do you one better? I even streamed it on HBO Max because I wanted to show that support. Like, I wanted to watch it. And I waited out for it. But as we all know, they still have not put a physical disc out. So I bought it. Netflix has a bunch of movies that I also want to own, but they haven't put them out on Blu-ray, and I don't think they're gonna do it. But I supported those movies by streaming them first, and I also did reviews on them. And to be 100% honest too, all of these physical media movies that I buy are for like keepsake to go on my shelf in case these movies just disappear. I still watch the movies on a streaming service, you know what I mean? Like, I like to own movies. That's just something I've always done and always liked to do. I'm never gonna buy digital. What we've been seeing in the last month where movies just disappear altogether and nobody knows where they are. No, like, I don't want to be in that position, and I also do not want to be stuck to a streamer if I want to watch the movie. Because I'm not gonna lie, I recently have done the thing that they call churning, where it's like I'll get a streaming service for, say, you know, a few months, or hell, even a month for something that I do want to watch. And then after that, I cancel my subscription because I don't have the money to just be paying out all this bread for each subscription, you know what I mean? So if I see a movie that I really, really love and it's on streaming and they haven't released it, I'm going to buy it. I don't think there's an issue with it as long as you, like, support it how it's supposed to be supported first, and you sing its praises to let people know that you love the movie and that's why you bought it. At the end of the day, people are buying them from bootleg because they don't exist officially. I 100% believe that if these things were released officially, all of the folks who bought the bootleg would buy the official one. If they release Barbarian tomorrow, right, a Blu-ray or a pre-order link went up, I would buy it. Hell, Prey is one of those movies. I was this close to buying it bootleg because I was like, they're not going to put this on streaming. I mean on physical. I tried my best to hold out for it, but I really don't know if they're going to put it on streaming. And lo and behold, they dropped a, you know, actual physical release for it, and I bought it. You know what I mean? Now, I do think it's whack if you're a guy that's just buying the bootlegs and you don't support shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even watch it on streaming. Just like with everything bootleg, we have 1, 2, 3 movies out there that gets everything digitally. So now if you watch it on there and still buy the bootleg physical media, that's kind of whack. And I don't think that should be done, period. I wouldn't do that. But all in all, though, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, of course it's illegal for sure, but who's really gonna arrest you for buying a physical media movie? I just don't see it. So the artistic integrity, that's one part of it, right? And then I see other ones talk about the quality, and personally, all of the bootlegs that I've gotten have looked great. You know, and unless you're like very, very specific of the image quality, because I know some people are sticklers for that. Like, they want the best image possible, 4K UHD, just crazy. And if you are like that, then yeah, bootlegs may be an issue, because I don't think I've ever seen a 4K Blu-ray yet that's bootleg. I've only seen, you know, 1080p. And for me personally, that's okay. Because at the end of the day, also, like I just said, for me, it's about collecting and having stuff that I care about on my shelves. And as long as I had that joint on my shelf, I got it. I won. Because at the end of the day, the even spookier reality is that there's a possibility that physical media won't exist, period. We're already seeing a lot of stores just abandon selling them. So the next step to that is the lack of production. I'm hoping that day never happens where they stop selling, period, but this is a backup plan, honestly. And I'm all the way with it if the companies choose not to make them. I can't get it any other way. I would pay you, but you don't want my money. So that's just my 2 cents about the whole matter of bootleg physical media. I'm not here to twist anybody's arm to tell you that you should buy bootlegs or vice versa. If you do what you do, whatever you want to do is fine, but I'm actually glad that these exist somewhere, and it kind of gives me a safety net of comfort to know that if this movie releases, I can get it as a physical copy in the format that I want. Because like I said, I know a guy who makes slipcases for me, and he's made a bunch for me. I got some on the way for movies that I own already but didn't come with slipcase. So that's dope. And I even stumbled across a lot of other people who do slipcases, a lot of other people who do steelbooks actually, which is dope. Those cost more, but man, I have seen some custom steelbooks that go insane. Oh my goodness. So just the fact that those exist gives me hope that I can always own what I want. If you bought bootlegs, let me know in the comments which ones you bought. And I also think that it's crazy to buy a bootleg movie if the official exists. I gotta put that out there because I saw that somebody does that. I'm like, that makes no sense to me. Why would you buy a bootleg if there's an official version out that you can literally pick up? So that's stupid. And for me personally, I only buy bootlegs for films that like I love. I'm not just gonna buy a streaming movie bootleg just because it's cool when I liked it. No, I'm only buying the ones that I adore and, you know, enter my top 20 of the year list type thing, or the ones that really hold such a big impression on me when I watched them. So I gotta put that out there too. I'm not just buying bootlegs willy-nilly just to say I bought them. I'm not doing that. I'm not that kind of collector. I actually have pride in what I buy. Like, I buy what I like and love for the most part. I've had a few purchases where I'm like, you know, it was cheap and I get it, why not? But I see a lot of people do that, which is weird to me. Like, I saw some dude the other day say he bought the 4K Harry Potter collection, and in the caption he's like, it cost $60, I had to buy it. I don't really like any of these movies, but it's a steal. And I'm like, why the fuck would you buy a movie you don't like? I don't get that. So I wanted to put that out there for folks wondering. I don't do that. My collection is full of all these movies that I love, and I can give you a story for each one. So the same thing goes with bootlegs, man. Let me know if you bought any bootlegs, if you plan to buy any bootlegs. What are your thoughts on the bootleg physical media market? And keep it clean and positive, you know. It's just a conversation. No need to take jabs or any of that. So I always gotta put that because the internet is the internet. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, thank you. And until next time, peace. RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy.